So here I have some papers already cut out to a specific size, and then we can place them about there and put our marks. So remember, always in the bottom we're going to leave a bit more space than the top, right? And then we're going to do some marks. I'm going to get some in a square. So here I'm going to place my square, right line top, and this about there. So I line it up with my pencil line. Then I register this square, and then I turn this square around. I move it to place it right on my mark. Then I take this square, and then I drop it all the way here. So that means I'm transferring that line in perfect square with our window. I'm going to extend slightly more the line on both sides, just by slicing more my line. So then I have the top register there, and then I'm going to do the same thing with the bottom register mark that we have here. So for that, I'm going to line it up here on my mark. Okay. Around here, which is perfect there. Line it up with my pencil, and then I'll turn it around. Same thing, and have my pencil line marked for the bottom. Then I hold it sturdy. I put this square down, slice it down, and then I have my bottom register. Right? So now we're gonna measure the width of our paper. The width of our paper is practically 14 inches. So we're gonna put 7 inches to each side. That should do it pretty good. I'm gonna put a mark there and a mark here. 14 inches. Then I'm gonna place my squares again right here. And then I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna place this straight edge, and then I'm gonna move my square up to that 8 inches mark right there, and then I'm gonna lean this one down there so I can inscribe my register line right there. Okay, so I'm going to do the same here and the same thing here in the bottom. So probably it will be easier for me to turn around the register sheet. Okay, so then in this case I'm going to line it up with my window. And then move it up to my pencil mark. Once I have it in my pencil mark, I bring my straight edge, move it up there, it's sturdy there, and then trace my other line there. Okay, so there we have those squarish lines. Okay, so that we have our window, which is going to keep our paper really sturdy. So what I'm going to do now is double check my paper there, and it fits perfectly. Well, slightly off here. There it is. There it is. That's perfect. So now I'm going to put my pins on one side, those 3D printed pins. I'm going to take two, just need two, and then for each sheet I'm going to have two of these tabs. So I'll put more tabs. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is place my tabs up here, right? Sorry, my pins. So let me take off the sheet of paper so you can see. The pin has to be facing that way. They don't need to be perfectly aligned to the line, but you know, it doesn't hurt. So I'm going to tack them down with tape. There we go. I put them right there so they don't move. They have a perfect placement all the time. Same placement all the time. And then there we go. Second tab. And then we have the other one. Then for every single sheet of paper that I use, right here, and right there. There it is. Then I take my tab, place it on the little hole, and then I'm going to tape it as well to my paper. This is a temporary taping because it doesn't need to be kept on the paper. And this tape can be taken off without damaging your paper. Slightly, so line it up there. There it is. And there it is. So that's lined up. So I take one sheet out, then I'm going to do the same thing with the next sheet of paper. I'm going to place the tabs. Sometimes the sizes of the paper vary slightly because they are hand cutted to have that nice edge, more natural. So I place the tabs, and I take my tape. Tape and place it down. And I take a piece of paper, place it down in the next tab. So there it is. So now we have two sheets with our tabs, and we'll do a third one just to reinforce the concept. Okay, so we have here the tab, it goes in the pin, and this other tab, this is one or two, and this one is slightly thicker, but it's the same thing, material is slightly thicker. So then, I'll place my tape on my tab, there we go. Place my tab on the pin because it's lighting. There we go. So there we have it. So every time we move our print, so the first print we're going to do is placing our colography first, actually. Our colography sheet with the different colors is going to be placed here first and then printed, right? So then I take off the plate and then I take the second plate with the strong color, which will be probably a very deep blue or black, and then I place it on the window so they fall right into place. And when we are printing, this register plate will stay in place. Even we can fix the register plate to our platina in the press, so the sheet, when we are moving the rollers, is not going to move. Neither this one, because once it's pressed, it's not moving, right? So then that's the way we're going to be doing it, okay?